you to understand. I place my whole life in your love and hand. There's something about the way that I feel that makes me know that my love is real. Oh, you're that special one. You're my special one. Oh, special one. Oh, my special one. You're my special one.
Paul, you got the points. Is that all that matters today?
Really, yes. Even if we didn't play, we didn't have a good performance with the team, but the result is there. So we will think only about this then today.
We were talking before the game. You had to win this one, but it was sort of a shapeless, a very open game, which is surprising.
It's true. It was really open but we didn't play well. The chance we had, with the space that we had the players, they were inside, but maybe we played a bit too slow, and we were in danger. So we're gonna have to fix that. Now the game is gone. We're learning from that, and we focus on the next one.
Is it a bit of a Champions League hangover from midweek?
I don't know. I can't explain. I really don't know if we tired because of the Champions League game. But well, we're gonna have to rest now and be fit for Tuesday.
You kept it over with 2 penalty kicks. Why have you changed your run-up? No stutters this time. You're just hitting it.
Because what matters is to put the ball inside. That's all I've learned.
Not a conscious decision to trick the keeper?
Well, maybe I tricked him today. Yeah, but no, the most important is the 3-point. And the win today.
A couple of lucky escapes today. Of course, the first penalty decision was debatable. Of course, the offside goal they scored earlier on was also an error. So you rode your luck today, do you think?
Yeah, I think we had the luck today. You always have to take it. Maybe sometimes it's not for us, it's for the other team. Well, today we had it, so we took it today.
And you're still in a race for the top 4 now. Big step.
Of course. Thank you.
Thanks, Paul.
Thanks.
Well done, Paul Pogba and Manchester United today. Interesting that even he admitted they were slow, they were poor today. It's crystal clear, isn't it, that was not a Manchester United performance that if they repeat for the rest of the season, we'll see them finish in the top 4.
They were lucky a bit. I mean, it's a great for them because they rested some players, right? They got 3 points, and but as a player, that you didn't play good.
Yeah, of course.
And I wouldn't go, and the manager knows that they didn't play good, of course. And I wouldn't go very confident to Barcelona.
No, you wouldn't after that. When you play badly and win, obviously you plead, but there's always that disappointment in your mind. In the dressing room.
Means nothing. Yeah. Means on the table a lot, of course. To stay after 1 week, it's brilliant.
Doesn't it mean that?
But it means nothing. You know.
Can't the manager say, "Listen, you haven't performed today, and we've still won. So put this to bed and move on." It's better than performing badly and losing, surely, ahead of a game against Barcelona, isn't it?
Of course it is. All I'm saying is that nobody knows better than the players when you're on a pitch and when you are not good.
Yeah.
When you can't take the ball out of the opponent, when you can't pass, when you can't run, when you are not dominant. Then 3 points are the most important thing they are on a table. But we weren't good. We weren't good.
The manager will know that as well, won't he? He'll come out. Look, I don't know what he's going to say, but he'll be disappointed with what he's seen today. But you can't think about it for too long. You can't dwell on it. You know you played not quite to your level. Now you go to Barcelona on Tuesday. You have to be 80-90% better than you've been today.
Wow. I mean, it tells you a lot, I suppose, about the game that Manchester United won it with 2 penalties. The first of which is absolutely questionable, isn't it?
It's not even questionable. This is, to me, I'm defending the referees, and I don't blame the referees. I'm only saying that it's not a penalty. Because if you see, Snodgrass is so unlucky. Okay, he is British, and he went to the duel like you like.
Yeah.
Right. But he didn't even. He was attempting with his left foot to block Mata's shot.
Sorry, Sam.
Yeah, go on.
It's not as if he's died, Mata, either. I think when you do get that contact, and it's quite a strong contact to the upper body, it does send you off balance, and that made it look a little bit worse than it was. And you look at Mata as well, he's not exactly a strong player. It wouldn't take much to knock him off balance.
Exactly. So you can't blame Mata. He didn't die. No, but it just...
And this
is a penalty.
Yeah.
This is out. This is very clever from Martial. He put his body between the ball and Fredericks, and it's a stone penalty, right? It's very clever from him.
And as Paul Pogba says, he thinks he tricked the goalkeeper today. Another one, brilliant penalty, that one. Just tell us why you think the performance for Manchester United was like it was today, because, you know, in your day here, you play big games against Barcelona. You were also expected to come here on a Saturday and blow your opponents away, probably win the game in the first 20 minutes and rest players. It's not like that.
No, it wasn't like that, and it wasn't always like that when we played. You know, you have some games where you do struggle. Of course you do. We know that they're in the middle of a big week, but you know, you look at the three games, the two Barcelona games and today's game. You'd almost have to say this is probably the most important one. Can you really see United going to Barcelona and winning? It's doubtful. Look, of course they've got a chance, but it's very difficult. So to get in the Champions League, the most realistic chance is finishing in the top four. So I'd say prioritise this game. I'm not sure. You could do that with two big games. You know, quarter final against a big team in Barcelona. But I don't think it's the best Barcelona team we've seen for so many years. United went to PSG and did a great job there, and I think PSG are possibly a better team than Barcelona.
I think, I agree. Man United has sounds strange, but really good result before the game in Barcelona. 1-0, because they're going to have chances.
Yeah.
Barcelona, the way Barcelona is playing, they let you have space. If Man United has the amount of luck that they had against Paris Saint-Germain, they have a chance. And I'm not questioning. The manager was gambling. He rested some players and he done the job brilliantly for them. Great decision from them. Only thing I'm saying is that I am a little bit disappointed with those players, with those Man United players who were on the pitch. They had to do better. And if I was a manager, I would be disappointed. I would say job done. Most important thing, 3 points, all that, blah, blah, blah. But we didn't play good.
Okay. Perhaps the disappointment also extends, though, to the West Ham dressing room, because they had their opportunities, particularly when Mikel Antonio came on. He helped to really push West Ham forwards, didn't he? Had some opportunities himself, and here are his reflections on the game. He's with Des.
Well, West Ham haven't won here for 12 years. I don't think you're going to get any closer than you did today.
I don't know what to say. It was an unbelievable team performance. The boys who started the game first half, the possession that they kept, the football that they were playing, the shots that they had on target. It's just first half we managed to get the goal, but they managed to get a penalty in the first half, managed to get a penalty in the second half, and that's how we lost the game. But we can't take nothing away from our overall performance today. We had the fight, we had the grit, just didn't get the points.
You had everything going against you, in fact. I mean, the first penalty decision was debatable. The Anderson goal looked like he was actually onside as well.
Yeah, but it's one of the things where referees are inhuman. And the first half I was on the bench and I went and had a look at it. The offside, he was onside, but it was a foot. You can't really take him with that. And then the penalty, it's connection. There was contact. He was in the box, so it could be a pen. It could be called soft, but it's just one of the things where they're only human. They go and they only can play a game. And the game was a nice, smooth playing game. It wasn't stop-start. Challenges were flying, and I think the referees did well. But we definitely deserve something from this game. We've managed to come to Old Trafford, get more possession, more shots on target. We definitely deserve something, but it's part of the game, it's part of the parcel.
Uni came on and turned it as well. Crossbar and a great save from De Gea.
Yeah, I don't know what else I could do. One of the crossbar, I've connected it beautifully, and the header. Only thing I can say to myself, because I always critique myself, maybe I should have put more on it instead of getting it down. Just go straight, head it straight so it hits the back of the net, not down into the corners. That's the only thing I can say, but I still think it should go in.
Long, hard luck story. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Good guy, isn't he?
Good guy, yeah, good professional, great athlete, very dangerous in the box, very dangerous with the space behind, good he can play centre forward, also he can hold the ball, and on the wing, 1 against 1.
And today, very, very nearly got the points for his team, didn't he? Let's just have a look at their day as a whole. We've spoken about the luck for Manchester United. No luck here for West Ham. Look, we can be hypercritical, but, as Mikel himself has said, they're only human, and this was a tight decision.
Yeah, it was really tired. He's right on the other side as well. It's possible Anderson could be actually blocking his view of the player as well. He may not be able to see around, because it's his heel, is it, that's playing him on side. But as Michael said there, West Ham were really good today, and it's interesting the difference in dressing room. United won the game, should be disappointed where they played. West Ham didn't win the game, but will be very happy with what they've done today.
Anderson was great today, wasn't he?
When he's on fire and when he's playing good, he's definitely world-class player. That's how he played at Lazio in Italy, and that's why he cost that much money. Okay, he's not very consistent, but great. Tonight he was top. He was top player, and he was him. But I also liked Noble today. I also liked Snodgrass today. I liked Rice today. Was brilliant.
Did you like Rojo today?
Who?
Rojo.
Well,
Issues there.
as I said, he was among those Man United players that didn't put a great performance because the fullbacks, him and Dalot, were responsible for Anderson and for them there. So, not a good. But Rojo didn't play a lot this season.
Yeah, it's a good effort from Antonio. Fred keeps getting caught in possession, unfortunately. I think he did it at Wolves as well, gave a goal away. He got caught again there, and great effort from Antonio. And he was a real threat. He was a bigger threat from Chicharito. I think if you're going to play a man up front, I think he's much more suited to it than Chicharito ever will be. And this is, great save. He attacks the ball really well, and I think who's that number 14 who gets caught there? That Chris Smalling. Oh, it's Jesse Lingard actually. Surprising that Jesse's there, but Antonio bullies him really, and as he said, if he just gets a bit more on the header towards the corner, then
the whole Man United, sorry, Paul. The whole Man United back four, 2 centre backs and 2 full backs were below par today.
Yeah.
There's so many times West Ham were crossing the ball or coming into the box with the ball unmarked and whatever, and so that's why that is one of the reasons why I would be a little bit concerned.
Okay. Well, we will hear from the managers in just a couple of moments. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will come out and speak to Des. We'll get his thoughts on a day where he said we must win. They did win. They didn't perform, but they've got the 3 points ahead of a crucial trip to Barcelona on Tuesday night. Hear from him after the break. Welcome back. Let me just remind you we're live until 9 o'clock this evening here on BT Sport. That was the penalty that won it for Manchester United. Just their second win in 6. A key win for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and he's with Des.
Ole, you got the result you wanted. Was it maybe not the performance you wanted, though?
Yeah, exactly. We got away with it, to put it that way. 3 points. I know it's not easy because we played a game Wednesday night and it was a few changes that we had to make. So it was a team that we got away with it, to put it that way. They deserved to get their goals, but then again, it's allowed to have a good goalkeeper, isn't it?
We certainly have one. So the changes and the after effects of the Barca game, that was responsible for the disruption out there today?
Well, and maybe the that we have a game on, of course, on Tuesday night will play in some players' minds. It shouldn't do, but what I don't really understand is why we play Wednesday and then Tuesday. And other teams play Tuesday and then Wednesday. So that's my little complaint to the UEFA today.
We'll work that one out afterwards.
It's difficult to work it out. But anyway, we've got 3 points, and we've stood here. I've stood here, maybe not here, but away from home, especially the Wolverhampton and Arsenal games, and I've been pleased with the performances. We've played well, created chances, didn't get what we deserved. The last 2 games here at home against now Watford and West Ham, we've probably got more than what we deserve. It'll even itself out over a season.
Got away with it. Absolutely honest. Look, how much of a concern is it for him and also for you today that he makes 5 changes from the Barcelona team and the performance is that bad?
It wasn't that bad. I've seen a lot worse, Jake. They've managed to win the game, and it's difficult. When you disrupt a team so much, when you don't get a run of games, it's difficult. You think of Rajoy who's come in today. It was his second game this season.
Yep.
Not a left back. He struggled today. It was a tough game for him. And we keep going back to what was needed today. They needed to win the game. Okay, performance was poor, and he knows that, and he admitted that, which is nice to see. And they move on now. It's done. Game's done. They've won the game. They move on. They get over it. They get to Tuesday night in Barcelona, and then they get to the next league games. Get on with it.
Very honest from Ole, and it's good, and he told them that definitely, but it's definitely better like this, that he put this team and played like this. It would be worse if he had put the best team, the Barcelona team, like the team's going to play against Barcelona and play like this. That would be like bit worried more. But he gambled. He gambled. He took the decision, and it's all about making the decisions and taking the decisions. And he done it, and he has 3 points, and now he can build for Barcelona.
Do you know what, though? He's got 16, 17 players. I don't think it makes a difference what team he picks. I don't think there's any team stronger than the other, if you know what I mean. You wouldn't say he's got potential winners, match winners in his team that he's left out from choosing. I think it's much of a muchness. I don't think there's a big difference going from his bench to his first 11.
Okay. Well, as he says, we got away with it. Meanwhile, West Ham get away from here with absolutely nothing. I'm sure it'll be a frustrated Manuel Pellegrini. Let's get his thoughts.
Well, it's hard to work out how you come away from here without even a point after that performance. Everything went against you today.
Yes, not only even a point. I think that the 3 points for me was a pleasure to see the team playing the way we did here against Manchester United in Old Trafford. I think that was a very good performance that unfortunately we couldn't win.
The first penalty decision was harsh. Snodgrass tackle. How did you view it yourself?
Well, I don't want to complain about the referee because I think that all of them were a very difficult decision. But was not a penalty. Clearly, it's not a penalty. Our goal is in onside. It's not offside. It's onside. Our goal, but just 1 feet. That's why it's a mistake that the lineman can do it. But with the VAR, it's goal. The second goal that they scored was a mistake, but was also in offside. When Rush makes it touch the ball with the heel, the Linha is in offside. So, but we make a mistake also in that goal. But I repeat, I'm not complaining that we lost against the referee because the 3 of them were a difficult decision. It was a big mistake. But with the VAR, I think that we win this game. And after that, well, I think that we had 3 or 4 clear chances. We had the possession and the dominion of the game.
And Antonio almost stole it. Crossbar, one great save, and the game changes completely.
That's why you need a little bit of luck to win the games. Sometimes, as also said about the referee, I said about Antonio. Sometimes you complain about how bad he finished. I think that today he finished very well in both of them. One for the crossbar and the other was an unbelievable save of the heel.
Does that mean Europe has now gone the top 7 places that look too far away now?
It's more difficult, of course, but I repeat, I never had a target in this season. My target is try to finish as high on the table as we can, and we are going to fight till the last game for that. Playing the way we did today, I think is more easy, and I repeat, I am proud of the team, and I am very happy in the way we play. And remember that it's against Manchester United, and they are at home.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Yep, keep playing like that. They won't go too far wrong. Something interesting came up, didn't it, in that interview? Pellegrini talking about the second goal and the possible offside incident involving the ball coming off Rashford. Let's quickly go to Peter Walton. Peter, I don't know whether you can get hold of that footage and have a look at it for us. Yes. Does the West Ham manager have a point?
No, he doesn't. No, I can't defend the first penalty, but I can defend this one. As the ball comes through from Pogba here, you can clearly see that Martial is onside. And has Rashford touched the ball? No, he hasn't. And the ball goes straight through to Martial, who draws the foul. It's a penalty kick. And we can see here in slow motion, Rashford does not touch that ball, and therefore Martial is clearly onside because his run was perfectly timed.
Well, I've never seen a man clear up an incident with such aplomb so quickly. It's difficult for you, I suppose, Peter, to sit there. Your thoughts on the officiating today? It's another day where we feel like it would have been a good day if we'd had VAR today.
Yeah, look, I've got to say that Pellegrini was very generous there in his statements. And he's quite right. Those 3 decisions, the massive decisions, were extremely hard for the officials. And VAR would have helped them out, certainly on one of them. But, you know, the game is about big decisions. And the players and the teams expect the officials to get those right. And so did the officials, by the way. So it was a hard day at the office.
This is the best. These 2 examples are the best examples why we need VAR, whether you like it or not. The fact is, sometimes when the mistakes are so blatant, you go, we don't need VAR, but the referee, you have to see this. You have to see this. It's obvious. Yeah. This is for referees. It was extremely difficult. So they can't. It's impossible for them to see everything. So that's why we need.
They need the help. The technology exists. Thank goodness, as of next season, we will have that technology, but don't expect it to clear up everything contentious and get everything right. Just to remind you that if you're a fan of MotoGP, you can see qualifying for the race from the Americas in Austin, Texas, right now over on BT Sport 2. Following on from us, a fascinating documentary about this man's final season at Upton Park with West Ham United after 112 years before they made that move to the London Stadium. But we are far from finished. We're going to talk about West Ham. We're going to talk about Paul Scholes' foray into management. There's lots to discuss on this evening's Premier League tonight. It won't take long. About 31 seconds. Stay exactly where you are. We will continue our show with Premier League Tonight next.